All right, the open letter to Iran. Huge story today. We must discuss because this is only going to be as relevant as it is to you and, frankly, to the situation that's going on with any negotiations with Iran. Here are the issues I think that you may want to focus on. One, they say that this letter, and they is Senator Tom Cotton, he was on New Day this morning, and the other senators who signed on, 47, not all 54. Think about that. They couldn't get everyone to sign on to this. That tells you a little something. That this was about the Constitution and explaining to Iran how our system works here. They got it wrong. What does that tell you? That the artifice here, the canard, that this is about the Constitution, not about the politics at play, and then they get it wrong. And it's not just that they get it wrong, like some gotcha, nitpicky thing. They get it wrong in a very interesting way. They say Congress ratifies treaties. You better know that, Ayatollah Khamenei. They don't ratify it. The president ratifies treaties. Congress has to do their 2/3 vote or a majority vote, depending on what the situation is, and the type of treaty, the type of agreement. And then they give advice and consent, and then they give it to the president, and then he decides whether or not to ratify the treaty or not. It's his power. And they're getting that wrong. They're excluding the president is a metaphor for what this lawyer is telling you that this letter is really about, which is certainly undercutting the president, isn't it? How does it not undercut the president? How could it not? And here's the biggest question. Okay, you don't like this deal, you don't like the president isn't including you, Congress, although there is nothing but historical precedent for the president doing exactly this. Yes, it is unusual in that he is negotiating with a terrorist state about nukes and it's not a full-blown treaty, but the history of negotiations with Iran have been unilateral also, involving the president and different presidents. Here's the question. You don't like this deal. What's the alternative? And does a letter like this that insults Iran and gives them a reason to leave the table make the situation better or worse? What's your take?